Hello!
I'm Christy and this is Abigail.
Welcome to Mother, Baby and Us, Season 2. Mother, Baby and Us. So, we're into Season 2.
We are. Season 1 was a lot shorter than we were planning.
Anticipated.
Yeah, we were planning originally, but it was just our test run, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was to see what worked, what didn't work, what we liked about it, what we could make better, and just see that if we could do it and if there was an audience for it, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Turns out there was.
Yeah.
I get asked, quite a lot, is there not going to be another episode of that then? Or I quite enjoyed that. And it's not from photographers, which is strange, but it is what it is.
So here we are, Season 2.
Yeah. So what can we expect?
More episodes.
Lots more episodes.
Yeah. We're going to have guests this time.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun.
That's nerve-wracking. That's not fun. Not real words. Slightly stressed about that one because, at the moment, we're doing it, it's fine because it's us and it's a mess here, but it's us. When you invite guests in, I feel like you've got to kind of be a bit more...
A-game.
Yeah, a bit more
Fresh.
prim and proper. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to have
I think
guests.
everybody knows what to expect by now, don't they?
Yeah. Lots more episodes, lots more guests. No, started having guests.
More
And
interaction.
yes. We don't know what that interaction is going to look like yet. But we are
Just
planning
more in the comments and answering more questions.
some polls going on.
Yeah, just so we learn from you guys what you actually want and what you find enjoyable out of this, and so we can cut the bits out that people don't actually want to listen to.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Me too.
So this week's episode is all about how maternity photography has changed, really, isn't it?
And the changes going on in 2023.
Yeah. So there's been a massive change in the last 2 years compared to the last 20 years, really.
Yeah.
America is ahead of us in taking this up, but I think the UK is catching up quite quickly now. In general, just in people searching it, the amount of obviously Google Trends and hashtags that we follow. There's so much more interaction on maternity photography than it ever has been before this point. So that's exciting.
And I think it's just a general change in attitude in day-to-day life, and not just photography. I mean, it's great for us in the photography business in that niche, but just how for a long time, for even our mother, they wore big smock dresses to cover their pregnancy, didn't they? And they didn't... They hid it. Yeah, it wasn't you didn't celebrate what your body was doing and the changes, and that's changed massively.
Yeah, it's been a massive shift.
Yeah, and that in itself has caused kind of a chain reaction in terms of us being able to photograph people and they being more receptive to that.
Yeah, it used to be. Somebody would message us and be like, can I have a couple of shots in the studio? I only want 1 or 2. I don't need more loads. It's not for me. And I'll come in jeans and a t-shirt or jeans and a shirt and that'll be it. I don't want loads, if at all. Do you want a maternity session? No, that's not for me.
No.
Whereas now it's, do you know what? I would love it, but I don't think I'm confident enough. And that's the attitude you have instead of, oh, no, I don't know. It's, I'd love to. I've seen it and I love it. But I can't, I can't see myself as doing that.
Nobody's ever confident enough, are they? But that's where we come in then. And the pre-session consultation where you plan everything out and kind of settle some nerves. And I think that puts a lot of people's minds at rest, don't they? When they plan it out and they know what's going to happen. Yeah. And as soon as they come into the studio and they warm up a bit, nerves are out the window.
Yeah, and I think it helps when people realise that the people on our Instagram and on our YouTube channel and everything are not models. They're just everyday people that we've happened to photograph, and they've gone, yeah, okay, you can put me on social media. Yeah. They're just everyday people. And to see them going, oh my God, I can do that. And when they see their friends doing it and go, oh my God, that's so-and-so from down the street. Yeah. Oh my God, I can do that.
And do you know what? Posting... obviously when you post your newborn baby on social media, I was like, oh my God, beautiful, but you post a picture of you pregnant and I was like, oh my God, you're glowing, oh my God, you look amazing,
and it gives you that confidence to push you through to that last bit, because it's not the easiest.
It's no. So that has been a massive change, and that's an ongoing change, isn't
Yeah.
it? So, so going from just doing a studio session for maternity every now and again to being out on location for most of last year, weren't we?
Yeah.
And then, so even in studio, we do the big epic gowns and more dramatic posing and things
Get
like
a massive
that.
fan out.
Abigail loves a fan.
We tried getting a normal fan for just, well, a household fan. We ended up buying an industrial.
We did. Gives really, really good effect, though, doesn't
Yes, for drying plaster.
it? Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's from like Screwfix or some DIY shop, and it's massive, and it's like being in a wind tunnel. It's amazing.
It
You
is,
feel like
yeah.
you're in a 90s R&B music video.
Yeah, all the hair flowing and the gown going behind you. The movement's fabulous. So even our studio sessions are like notched up by like
Yeah.
1,000, proper bougie. And then being on location with all the epic, dramatic backdrops. And I think the Portugal trip really
Yeah.
sparked something, didn't it, last year?
Yeah, so we did a destination maternity session in Portugal the end of last November, wasn't it, last year?
Yeah.
It was literally like 3 days.
Yeah, took a makeup artist with us.
Yeah, might have been a mistake taking it.
But no, it was really good, wasn't it? Like, it was a fabulous shoot.
Yeah, we couldn't have planned it better. Like, it just went too well, really, apart from the one location we couldn't do because of the weather. Everything just went weirdly to plan.
Yeah.
Considering we'd never been there before. Well, you'd been there, but like we hadn't been to that area before.
Yeah.
We planned it within a couple of weeks. It was about 2 weeks, wasn't it? And the dresses and the outfits worked perfectly with the clients that were wearing them. The locations were absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
We
winged some of them, didn't we? Because as much as we could plan from this country, some of it we couldn't actually plan until we got there, could we?
No.
So they really...
It was a day of doing a recce around all those locations, and it was just one mad rush going from place to place to place, hopping round. And then...
Just to make sure we had everything we needed to on those locations.
Yeah.
And they were usable.
And then got up for sunrise at one location. And then travelled for sunset at a different location. And then back up for sunrise somewhere else. And then... where was the last one?
The Palace.
Oh, the Palace of Stoy. And that was just... fantastic. And as much as we had done a recce there that like 2 days before, we found a whole other area that we hadn't even been able to get a hold of, and that made the session, didn't it? Because it was much better. So yeah, that couldn't have gone any better.
But I think just people seeing us doing that and spending so much time and effort and doing something so out of the box for people in the UK that they haven't seen it before, have they? So I think that really did spark an interest.
Yeah.
And that kind of started the ball rolling massively for this year, didn't it?
Yeah. And now we've got so many booked in. I love it.
We have.
Absolutely love maternity sessions.
Yeah. When we came back to the UK, that's where we saw like how much that had resonated with people here. Even just like nipping into somewhere I used to work and bumping into somebody and they were like, oh my God, you're like flying everywhere. Like it's fabulous. Like these shoots are just epic. Like, and we were just passing people, weren't it? That we kind of, we know but haven't seen in a while. And everybody was saying, oh my God, that was amazing.
Yeah. So they get it. And like...
Yeah, people understand why we're doing it.
And educated clients are the best kind of clients because they're like, right, okay, I know what I'm doing. How many messages do we get now? Right, well, I'm this much pregnant now, so I want it at this date because then I'll be the right amount pregnant for you. And then my newborns are gonna, and they know all the information already because they just watching everything now and they taking it all in and going, right, this is what I need to do. Yeah. This is the time that I need to message them. This is the information they need. Yeah. And like, I love an educated client. They are my favourite clients. I'm like, yes, you've made my job so much easier. Thank you. I don't have to repeat myself 7,000 times in one day.
Yeah, but I think now people are seeing, oh, hang on. This isn't just, oh, I get a little picture of me in my bump. This is, let's celebrate this. Let's document this. Like...
Empowering them.
Empowering,
and
exactly.
They always do. Every single person leaves... Or like whenever we finish a session, go, oh my God, I can't believe how much confidence that gave me. I can't believe how beautiful I felt. I felt like a film star.
Can't wait to see what they look like.
And then when they come back, they're like, oh my God, I'm so nervous. I don't know what they're going to look like. And then they like cry in and it's just...
I love a crier.
And it's just epic, isn't it? Like it's
it is.
The change like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just been amazing to be able to give that gift to those people of like them feeling so much more confident than, because it is like hard work carrying a child for 9 months. Like it's great, like it's amazing, like it's like a miracle, but at the same time it is so exhausting, and you lose a sense of yourself, and you lose like.
And I waited for the glow all the way through and it never arrived. People were like, oh yeah, you were glowing. I didn't glow. There was no glow. Absolutely zero glow. The whole amount of
expanded.
Time. Oh, all right. Yes, I did. I expanded and I did not glow. But there we are. But looking at my maternity photographs. Glowing. Didn't feel it, but I looked it.
But you did after your session.
I did.
For that couple of hours.
No, it was like...
And look how many years ago that was. It wasn't even like now. Like imagine you had a session now.
But I looked... Okay, yeah, that would be different because that was a little while ago that I had that session. But with my maternity photos, it's really lovely to look back at that, because when I think about being pregnant, all I can think about is, oh my God, it was hard work.
All I can think about when you were pregnant is how like hard you made it. Like how much you complained constantly.
I did complain constantly because it was really hard work. And I didn't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that. And
so ill prepared.
I was so ill prepared, yeah. I was expecting to do it all in 6-inch heels. I had to go down to a little blocky like that. I was fuming. But yeah, completely digress then. What I was trying to say was, looking back at those pictures, to see that is a completely different thing to what I remember. So looking at that, I think, oh my God, yeah. And like
perhaps I could do it again.
Yeah, no, it's not that far. But yeah, when my little boy looks at those pictures, he's like, oh, that's me in Mammy's belly. And like to pass that on to him, like if we saw a picture of our nan pregnant, like that would be epic, wouldn't it? Like seeing her wedding photo is enough. But like if that was a thing back then and we looked at that now, you cherish things like that. So not only for the child that you're about to give birth to, but for their kids as well. It's something that is literally you're documenting for everyone to come.
Generations.
Yeah.
I think another really good thing about maternity photography at the moment is the style is changing quite a lot as well. Like back last year, it was like a lot about the big bougie dresses. It was all tulle. It was all very, very big, flouncy, fairy tale kind of style dresses, which isn't for everyone. And like
put a lot of people off, didn't they? They didn't like the big gowns.
They weren't girly girls that wanted all this flouncy stuff, or well, I don't know. They just didn't. That's not everyone's style. So there's a lot more designers coming out now that are just doing maternity ranges, or are just predominantly maternity designers that are coming out with a lot more variety than just those big puffy ones. So that's great. That there is more style.
It's not just that one shape either. So a lot of the gowns now are more form-fitting. So like our style, we don't like to do the traditional hold your bump poses like it has been. We like to do the big epic, not holding anything.
No, just arms, like all editorial kind of poses and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So we prefer to do that kind of posing, which is very difficult to do in the big flouncy dresses with all of the tulle. I mean, we still get them out now and again because they're still beautiful gowns, but now
you've kind of, because there's so much material though, you have got to scoop and hold your bump to be able to see that you've got a bump under there, because it could, like, you can put it on and everyone looks the same.
Yeah. And the fact that we can do, like, there's gowns with detachable sleeves.
Oh, I love it, yeah.
Capes and
a little train toss.
All the accessories that come with them, it's not just, here's a gown, standing
crowns.
there.
Christy's forever buying crowns.
I love a crown.
We haven't had one in a while, mind.
We haven't. And I did accidentally break one the other day. So I feel like I need to renew it.
I feel like that's new information. I mean, on my track record, I can't say anything.
Yeah, let's not go down there right now. So I just think every image can now be so different because we've got more option and because it's more of a thing. Even in everyday fashion, like when we were pregnant, it was really hard to get clothes, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was like the smallest bit of top shop that you were able to buy from, and they were still like extortionate prices, and you were only in them for 6 weeks.
And now, Primark's got its own section of
I
maternity.
know, I would have loved that.
I know. I mean, I was shopping in there and just buying like extra large and everything,
Yeah.
but you know, it don't work for some things, does it?
No.
But to the fact that they've actually got a range in pretty much most of the high street retailers now shows you that there's a need for fashion in when you're pregnant. It's not just hide it with a big oversized dress, and you know, people want to show off that they are cooking up a child. It's hard work.
I mean, I wouldn't call it cooking a child, but there we are. Let's hope that YouTube are not listening to this and we've gone down in the algorithms now because you talk about cooking children.
But in the oven in there, so you say.
Yeah, but in the oven. You didn't say that. You said cooking a child. Anyway, I digress.
Moving on. And in terms of like baby showers have been a thing for quite a while now, but the baby showers now are not what they were 4 years ago.
It's America. All the trends from America slowly trickle over and then they just grow and grow and grow. So the baby showers have gone from everybody sniffing chocolate in nappies or licking chocolate in nappies to big bougie events.
Yes. Balloon arches and pampas grass on chairs and, you know, all the elaborate things, which is fabulous for us because like having a nice big bougie picture of you on your maternity session.
On an easel.
Yes.
Love it.
Yeah. But the new thing now that everybody kind of has to do then when they're pregnant is a baby moon. And that
I didn't get a baby moon, I'm tamping.
I did, but it was in England, so does that even count?
Yes, it counts.
It was a weekend away.
Staycation.
Yeah, it was a staycation. So
Can't be so, what's the word I'm looking for? Ungrateful. Don't be
what
ungrateful.
I mean is to another country, like people have gone from one extreme to the other now. It's gone from I'm just going to go away for the weekend, like, you know.
Yeah, they're all in 2 weeks in Dubai now. Like.
Yeah. Honestly, like I'm scrolling through my feed, I'm like, oh
everybody's in Dubai.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's like the new thing now is to fly abroad for your baby moon, and that ties in perfectly with the destination maternity photography that we have been kind of not pushing, but like showing people like what we can do since like beginning of last year, really.
Yeah.
But
then
now
started really pushing with when we went to Portugal and was like, please invite us on your holidays. We'll come.
So now I think it's nice because it's at the forefront of people's minds, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like when they're booking their baby moon, do you know what? Let's do our maternity session while we're out there and make it like 10 times more epic.
Yeah, we have had emails of I'm not pregnant yet, but we have this holiday planned and we're hoping to be pregnant for that holiday.
Yes.
Would you come?
Yeah.
Yes, I will.
I will come on holiday with you. Absolutely.
And that makes my day when I get those emails. I'm like, yeah, will ya? Thank you for thinking of me.
Yeah, but the worst part is then you've got to keep that a secret, innit? You're not allowed to
I'm
tell
doing well,
anyone.
aren't I?
You are doing well, yeah. Every time I see that person, I'm like, oh, I know.
Say anything.
I know something. Really good at keeping secrets. How many times have we had to keep a pregnancy secret?
Yeah, no.
Loads.
My nan reckons I can't keep a secret like for love nor money.
We are very good at keeping those kind of secrets. Kind of have to, don't we?
Didn't tell anybody about her 75th birthday. She told me about it. I said, that's supposed to be a secret. She went, yeah, they told me. I'd been keeping her a secret for 3 weeks.
Oh, completely off subject again.
Yeah, so baby moons are like growing a trend again, which we have kind of jumped on the bandwagon and been like, how about a destination maternity session? And I think they're my new favourite thing in the world.
And me.
Like the excitement of flying to another country and finding new locations, because as much as I absolutely love travelling around the UK, because there's some epic locations around the UK.
And there's still some we haven't ticked off our bucket list.
No, we've got a massive list.
UK bucket list is like ongoing, so like that's still definitely
but
a
like
thing.
the excitement of having to travel around a completely new country, they don't speak the language, Christy's on the wrong side of the car, that's scary enough as it is. But yeah, it's just another level of excitement.
I think we should just stick to places like Cyprus where you drive in the same road as you.
I think we should stick to places where we can get places by bus.
Yeah, or taxi, where it's or walking distance.
Not even walking, I'll get my mobility scooter out.
That was so stressful driving on the wrong side of the road.
Yeah, I know, not just
on the wrong side of the car. Took every bit of concentration I had, and after a very long flight, it wasn't a lot. So yeah, apart from that, it was fabulous, wasn't it? And we've already got something in the cards.
We got some booked already.
We have, yeah.
We're not allowed to talk about.
Yeah.
But I'm very excited.
Yes. Plenty more to come.
Yeah.
But that's definitely the way everything's going in it. 2023 is
the year of travel. I think as well as like everything being more like everyone is celebrating women and pregnancy and everything more. It's since COVID.
Yeah.
Nobody could leave for so long.
Nobody
that
could get on
everyone's
a
like,
plane.
I'm going. I don't care where I'm going. I'm just going somewhere.
Everyone missed out on their holiday. That's the only thing we've got to look forward to in this country is getting away for a bit of sun and air.
Yeah.
And like
I mean, it's not the only thing.
You know what I mean. It's what
Eurovision's coming up.
it's what majority of people look forward to, don't they? They work really hard all year round and they have that break, that holiday, that couple of weeks. Fly somewhere, absorb a bit of sun, get the vitamin D.
Yeah, and I think that's helped along the way.
Yeah, everybody just wants to get on a plane and go somewhere now. Take us with you.
Yeah. This has turned into from a podcast about how maternity has changed to us going, please take us on holidays. Take us on your holidays. Book flight and I'll come. Actually, we're not pushy with our customers.
No, we're not, no. But if you do want to go, we'll come with you.
So this is the part of the podcast where we usually answer questions from our viewers or listeners. But as it is episode 1, we have thrown it out to the family group chat. So
some are not appropriate to read out.
And also my husband was the only person who replied with a genuine question. So we have 2. Everyone else's questions were rubbish, so thank you. In the last 10 years of being self-employed as a photographer, what has been your biggest obstacle? Is the first question.
Okay. I personally think our biggest obstacle has been the premises that we're in. So,
not necessarily the one we're in now, but
well, no, the one
trying
we're
to
in,
find it.
The one we're in now is like our 4th premises, that we've worked from. So, rented 3 other places up until this point. All had pros and cons. One maybe didn't have any pros and all cons. But we took from all the different places that we'd been in, what we liked about it, what worked, and put it all together. And then we finally were in a position to be able to buy this building and renovate it to the level that we actually wanted it to be at. Yeah, so having the premises that is at a level that we can be a luxury, we can have luxury products, our services are luxury, but the buildings that we had were not to the level that we could.
And that affected how much money we were able to make then, because we couldn't charge any what our worth was, because like they were coming into just damp and dreary buildings that we couldn't do anything with. Like we made
the most of where we were, but I think that was our biggest obstacle. We couldn't progress, we couldn't grow as a business to where we needed to be until we were out of those buildings and we were in this one.
So, second question was, what made you focus and specialise in newborn and maternity photography? I feel like that's aimed at more me than you, because you didn't specialise in anything, you just came along for the ride.
I did, yeah.
At first, I didn't really know what I wanted to specialise in. All through uni, I thought I was going to do documentary photography, and then in my last year, I was like, no, I'm going to do fashion photography. And then I left and thought, how am I going to get into that kind of niche? And I live in Wales, I'd have to move to London. Like, it was a whole situation. And I just thought, well, how many people actually make it in fashion photography? And
so you did a bit of everything then, didn't you?
Yeah, so I kind of just shot, literally, anybody said, can you take a photo of this for me? I'm like, yeah, let's give that a go. And I just shot and shot and shot. And then one day I was sat there and I was like, you know what? I really like taking photos of these babies. Let's look into that a bit more. And then the more I kind of got into it, the more I found my feet and just kind of specialised and honed my skills in that area, and the more and more I loved it, and then kind of maternity just followed on from there then, which kind of come full circle, because our maternity photography now is kind of edging back to that editorial fashion kind of, especially the Portugal ones. Like, we are kind of really influenced by fashion photography and editorial photography, so it's kind of come full circle. I still get to do all that kind of stuff. I still get to like pick all these amazing gowns and outfits, and I get to explore that side of my love of photography and creativity and things like that.
And it's still like fashion forward in the sense of like maternity fashion is come on massively, hasn't it? So like
even in the last 2 years, like it's gone, like the change we've seen in the last 2 years in the dresses, it's gone from really flouncy over the top tulle and whatever to really slinky, like foam fitting dresses. Like the fashion is changing like every couple of weeks. So, and I absolutely love it that we get to be involved in all that. So it's fitting two niches into one really, because I get to do both.
Definitely.
And I get to do it from Wales.
Or fly out to other countries.
Well, yeah, but I don't have to I would have had to move to London or somewhere else to do fashion photography full time, and that was never going to happen.
No.
And then you came along and was like, yeah, I'll do that.
What have I got to do? Oh, easy that is. And here we are. Thank you for tuning in to episode 1 of the new season of Mother, Baby and Us. Don't forget to leave a question. Don't forget to leave a question in the comments for us to answer in the rest of the season. And we'll see you again soon.
Bye.
Bye.